Hi, hello, welcome to the Stamping with Val Facebook page. I'm Valerie Mooney, owner at Stamping with Val, and you're very welcome here. My chair's squeaking. I've got my husband to look at it so many times and he can't figure it out. So right, bring me up. I've got it right this time. Look, bring me up on my iPad. Valerie's live now. Yeah, there I am. Look. Turn me down. Right then. Oh, that's been a bit of a rush actually this morning, I'll be honest with you. So I had to be at the school to watch one of the kids get a certificate this morning, which was great, and she really needed to get it actually. So I won't go into it too much because otherwise I shall cry. So Jen's here. Hi Jen! You didn't swim today because you're sick. Oh no! But I don't want your germs. Okay, so you can keep them. But oh no! I hope it's nothing serious and you feel better soon. Yes, she got a kindness certificate, which is brilliant. And the things they said about her were really lovely and what have you. So she really needed that, and I'm really proud of her. And that's on the back of them having some really good school reports this week as well. So that's brilliant. That's really, really brilliant. But assembly doesn't finish till like 9:30. I've dumped Sainsbury's. Jen's got a virus. Ugh, yuck. You keep it. We'll craft across the estate from each other, so I can't catch it. Yeah, I've ditched Sainsbury's. I haven't got time for that this morning as well. And then got back here and I was like, oh, I need to make some bread. Quickly make bread. Need a cup of tea. Got that. I'm going to have a sip. Hang on. Big sip. I need it. Quickly make bread. And then get everything ready. I should have got it ready yesterday, shouldn't I? I'm not that organised. Really not that organised. I'm trying to get organised and then I'm suffering from overwhelm, actually. I'm trying to organise myself. So obviously the kids break up next Friday for the Easter holidays. Hi Baz! The kids break up next Friday. And so I'm trying to kind of get ahead for the Easter holidays. So I'm prepared for the Easter holidays so that everything keeps running even though I don't have so much time. Only I'm trying to cram about 3 weeks worth of work into 1 week, and then I'm just... So I missed the beginning. What was the award for? She got a kindness certificate. They have kind of like values that they admire within the school. Excellence, perseverance, independence, respect, kindness, and something else. And she got the kindness certificate this week. And then as it turned out, their class also won what they call the value victors for the week. So the children who'd earned the most value tokens, and their class had won that. So she got to collect that trophy as well. So she was absolutely overjoyed that she was up there to collect that trophy this week. So that's given her a really big boost. So, because she's been she has self-esteem issues and she's quite low at the moment. So I'm hoping that's given her a really big boost because she needs it right now. So yeah. But now I'm there. I'm getting there. So, tea. So I'll do the shopping tomorrow. That can wait. There's enough food in the house. There's always enough. There's always enough food in the house. But I'm pooped now. So, why are we here? Can anybody remember why we're here? Why are we here? We're here to craft today and to have a bit of a chat. So where are we? Friday the 31st of March, last day of the month. So, if you are in my VIP group, don't forget to add any projects you've made. Don't forget to add your count up. For your like VIP tokens for the challenge, the prize draw over there. Sorry, I'm getting there. So hope you took lots of pics. I did take some pics. Yeah, she could write a journaling card. Good thinking. That's a really good thought actually, Baz. Yeah, because then she can look back at that and remember how she felt at that point. Actually, I might get her to do that tonight when she comes home. She can have a rummage through the old Project Life over there and because they've both got like a little Project Life album. So she's got some cards of her own, actually. I bought them both a little Project Life kit for Christmas as well. So that's a good idea. Thanks, Baz. Where were we? 31st of March, last day of celebration. If you want any celebration goodies today, you have until, well, technically in the UK you have until about 10 to 11. I wouldn't leave it that late if I was you, just in case. So last minute orders, use the hostess code if you're going to order through me. Thanks very much. I'm really close to a target, a celebration target. Not sure I'm going to make it, but I'm really close. So if anybody does want to place an order with me, you get a card, you get a free gift, you get entry into my VIP Stampers Facebook group. Lots of other treats and things, tutorials and bundles and things like that. If you order today, you'll get in on the Cake Crazy Crafty Carrot tutorial program through April. So there's that. So if you fancy a little cheeky order, I'd be really grateful, because I'm this close. This, maybe not this, maybe that close. I'm having to do my class order. I don't think it's gonna, I'd need like the whole class, I think, Jen, actually. I need most of the class. I'm close, but maybe not Nat's Whisker close, maybe something a bit wider. But thank you. And if it comes to that, I'll let you know. So, but yeah, if anybody fancies a cheeky order, I would be so grateful. I'm really close. So, yeah, and we've had some fun announcements from Stampin' Up this week. They're all a bit on the QT, on the, okay, but there are some fun things coming. We've started to see a few little sneaky peeks of some of the things coming from the new catalogue, some of the new ink colours. I know there's been some chat in various groups across the web, because obviously they that all the demonstrators have seen it, so it's out there. Oh, hi Danielle, you're new to watching me. You found me on YouTube a couple of weeks ago. Oh, great. So pleased I've made it to your live video. Love your tutorials. Oh, thank you, Danielle. That's really sweet. Let me know where you're from. What country are you coming from? Because I know that this is a bit of a yuck time in many countries. Jodie, you're from Australia and you're new as well. Oh, and you love, oh, you're so sweet. I love you guys already. Thank you. Oh, you're so sweet. Well, welcome to the Stamping with Val craft room. It is its usual bomb site. Okay, nothing changes. Okay. I try with the craft room. I try so hard with the craft room, and I get close. I'm in the ballpark, but the home run remains elusive. Okay, Danielle. Oh, you're in the UK. Oh, fabulous. Hello, very welcome. Up in Yorkshire, marvellous. I went to university in Huddersfield, in West Yorkshire. So I spent 4 years living up there. Love Yorkshire, beautiful part of the country, part of the world, and part of the UK, but part of the whole world. Beautiful part of the world. I don't think it's appreciated enough, Yorkshire, actually. It's gorgeous. So you're very welcome. You're very welcome. Oh, it's really excited. And there's been some new likers to the Stamping with Val page recently as well. So that is fabulous. It's great to see people finding me and joining in. So you're all very welcome. So where were we? So we waffled on last day of celebration, last day of the month. So last day for Crafty Carrot, last day for celebration. That'll cover that for now. So project. So back on the Global Design Project Challenge. I always like to use that in my Friday Facebook Live. It's a brilliant one to use to share with you guys. I'm thinking they need to invite me to their design team. Don't you think? Just a little nudge. Wink, wink, Kylie. Wink, wink, Louise. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm plugging them every week. Okay. I totally ought to be on their design team. Yep, for sure. Thanks, Jodie. Put in a word. Right then, so it was casing Louise Sharp this week. I love Louise. Doesn't she make gorgeous cards? And she's on the artisan design team this year. So love all the artisans, because we're all in it together. she, more than just you and me on it. Yeah, Paz, just you, me talking to you from like 12 miles away. Great call, Baz, yeah. You need Val. You need Val on your design team. I'm going to send this to Kylie. Go, look. So we're casing a card from Louise Sharp this week. Okay, so this was the version I came up with. Here we are. Okay, I know all the writing's backwards. When I spin you round in a bit to make it, then then you'll be able to see it the right way around. That's what I was going to say. Okay, so she had this gorgeous card. It had a spotty background, and then she had a tag here, and she had some sort of little wheelbarrow coloured in. It is a current stamp set, but don't ask me what it is. I don't know. I haven't got it. So, and the idea of casing is that you take elements from the card that you like. Now, it might be just the colours. You liked the colour combination that she used. For me, it was the layout. I took the layout and also the spotty background. Are the spot stamp? No, these aren't. This is the Urban Underground Designer Series paper. So, look. It has that on that side. But no, they're not stamped. I couldn't stamp that perfectly. They're too good. Okay, so I took the spotty. I started with the spotty background, actually. It was the spotty background. I went, spotty background. What have I got that's spotty, right? And then I was drawn to this paper. Oh, that's spotty. Once I'd got that, then I was like, I'll go with the Urban Underground, and I'll go with the Nailed It, because we need more. We need more men's cards. I don't make enough men's cards. With me and the girls, there's only Paul in the house for a start, you know. So there's only one guy card in our house needed each year. I do have plenty of brothers, I have to admit, and obviously my dad and Paul's dad, and Paul still got some granddads. So Paul still has both his grandfathers, so although they're well into their 90s now. So you always come on, Baz, saying you haven't got something I've used. I must be keeping you in minimums. Oh no, it's going cold. I'll have to drink it quick. So I started with the spotty, and once I'd got the spotty, then I was like, oh, that made the decision on my stamp set choices, and so the whole design kind of went from there. So but I like the tag bit as well. It was my kind of layout. So those are the elements that I took from Louise's card to create my card. So I'm going to flip you around in just a moment, and we're going to make this card together here live on the Facebook page today. Where are we? Oh, we'll think about that in a minute. We'll think about that in a moment. Okay, so let me know what you like about this card, what you don't like about it. I'm happy to hear, oh, I'm not fussed on that, or would have picked a different stamp set, or you need 3 for Paul. Birthday, Valentine's and Father's Day. I'd forgotten about Father's Day. I had forgotten about Father's Day. I've done Valentine's. That's true. Yeah, no, you're right. There are 3. Good thinking. Good thinking. You're right. Okay, so shall we spin you around to make a start? I don't feel like I've chatted very much, but actually look at the clock, it's 15:15, so I have chatted quite a bit. So get ready, there's the whole messy desk. You know, do you remember I showed you a few weeks ago the picture of my ink pad caddy, and then all my ink pads piled right up next door to it? Yeah, it's got like that again. Okay. Okay, so you ready? Round we go. Right, there's the wall, and possibly my hand if I put my thumb in the wrong place. Round you go. Look, there's all the ink pads piled up. Look at that. Hopeless I am. Hopeless. Right. Is that bit of paper roughly in the middle? Not bad. Not bad. Oh, I think we've sunk a bit. Ooh. What's happened? Let's just jiggle it all a bit. There we go. Right then. So, you can now see the table. Marvellous. I'm going to finish my tea, or a bit more of it anyway. Right, that'll do. And then we're going to go ahead, and this is the card we're going to make today then. Okay. Kim's joined us. Hi, Kim. Okay, so yes, with the spotty background is the Urban Underground Designer Series paper. And then so is this kind of like black denim, it reminds me of. A bit, that paper there. There's a strip of that. Then we've got the tag. What I love this. I've just remembered that I didn't fish that die out ready for this class, and I know full well that it's absolutely buried in a pile of stuff. So, oh, hi Kim. I love this little like embossed ruler border thing that you get with those Build It Framelits. Adorable. Okay. Then she had that little banner with her sentiment on it across it as well. And then I've done my saw, and I've done my saw in 2 tones. Your favourite colours and paper. I have to say, of the catalogue, these were actually mine as well. I love this. And as you might have seen when I spun the camera around, I actually have my wall. It's kind of a mustardy yellow colour. It's actually the old summer starfruit. I had Dulux match it to a card sample, excuse me, a few years ago. But it's kind of that mustardy yellow colour. So, but no, I love this whole combo. And actually my scarf today, can you see? Look, mustard. And I'm wearing black. I match my card matches my outfit today. How did I not notice? Okay, that's just too funny. Right. So, on with the card. The first thing I've got is a black card base. It's a long one, so A4, cut in half along the short side, all the way down, scored through the middle, folded in half, so you've got that top portrait fold. Okay, that's ready and done. I've got a piece of Urban Underground. What colours? This is, so you've got black, you've got the 2 shades of grey, and then this is the Dijon, Delightful Dijon, this mustard colour, which is going to be one of those retiring in colours. So that's going soon. Oh, sad. Okay. So, Urban Underground Design Series paper. This is basically 1/2 centimetre smaller this way and this way than my base card. So if you're using UK and South Pacific A4, this is 10.5, this is 10, this is 14.85, this is 14.35. Okay, so I've just taken 1/2 centimetre off. Okay, so they just get that tiny little border around the edge like that. If you're in America, I would take off maybe 1/4 inch off of the base card measurements for that layer. Okay, we then have a strip of this one. This one's a little bit long. I shall trim it down to size in a minute. It is, how wide is that? About 4 centimetres wide, that strip. That's going to go across there, and then I shall stick it on and I shall just cut it off with scissors in a moment. So that's going to go on there. For the tag, I have a piece of Delightful Dijon. This is 2 inches, or just over, about 5.2 centimetres by about 8.5 centimetres tall. And I've no idea what that is in inches. Let me have a look, see if I can work it out. Just over 3 1/4. Just over 3 1/4, about 3 3/8. Okay, that's in the Delightful Dijon. We're going to turn that into our tag. And then finally, I have some scraps for my saw. I have the basic grey and the smoky slate. Oh, look, you can see there's one I stamped that it didn't, I wanted the handle and it didn't stamp right. But card has another side, so that's cool. Smoky slate. And then I have got a large piece of vanilla that I'm going to pop my sentiment on in a minute. So, let's make a start. I'm going to sit back down. And I'll have to bring the big shot over in a minute, but let's do a few bits while we can. So I'm using 2 stamps from the Nailed It stamp set. I've got the saw, and I've got the I Knew I Liked You the First Time I Saw You sentiment, already mounted up onto blocks. I'm using black ink. It's the only ink on this card, actually. I prefer Memento of all the ones, the blacks that Stampin' Up offer. This is my black of choice, but you can use whichever black you've got in your collection, that's fine. And I'm just going to go ahead and stamp it once onto the smoky slate, and again onto the basic grey. Okay, so those are done. So I should be able to cut those out with my big shot in a minute using the coordinating Build It die. So you get this die, and I love it because it actually cuts out that little handle as well, right in there. There. How cool is that? I love that. I love that little element. Years ago, dies wouldn't have been like that. Dies would have just cut an outline and they wouldn't have done that. So I love that you get features like that now. Okay, so those are ready to cut in a minute. We've also got our tag. And I'm going to need to find that ruler die. And there's just to the right of the screen that you totally can't see. There's basically just this big pile of stuff. Stuff that I have used this week that I have just piled up, basically. I've just made... I need that bit. Right. I'm going to try and find it. If I can't, we'll leave it off. If I can't find it fairly quickly. Okay, but basically all the stuff, bits and bobs I have used, there's the dies that I have used this week, and they've just been dumped. Oh, no, it's not there. Maybe it's not there. Maybe it's somewhere else. What about over here? No, don't know. All right. If I come across it, we'll use it, and if I don't, we'll leave it. How about that? Nice. I'm so messy. I'm such a messy crafter. Right then, okay, so as and when you've found your Build It embossing little die thing, you basically lay it across there and run it through the big shot, and it puts that lovely, lovely embossed border into it. Okay, I promise. If I find it before I get the big shot out, we'll do it. Right. But then also the tag tops. And you know what? I just eyeball them. If you've got that old tag punch that Stampin' Up used to do, is it in the envelope? What envelope? What, this one? No, because that would mean that I've put it away. Don't be silly. that would imply I've put it away, Vaz. I'm not capable of that. So I just kind of eyeball how I think it's going to be. But if you have that old tag punch, by all means use it. Obviously that took a 2-inch piece of card. But what I do to make sure I've got them even is I snip it off one side. And then basically I move it over to this corner on the other side. And basically just use that then as a little guide. And then I follow that. And now I know those are the same. And therefore it's even on both sides. It's actually a little bit tall for my liking. I would normally do this with the paper trimmer, but I'm feeling a bit lazy. So we'll just eyeball it like that. And it's probably wonky, but never mind. There we go. So that's how I do my little things. But if you have still got that punch, feel free to use it, obviously. So that bit's ready if we find the big shot. Yeah, if we find the die, sorry. So what have we got now? We need to stamp that. I did have the foresight to move that out of the way before I piled all that stuff on top. Can I get it on the screen for you? Maybe just at the bottom, you can just see it. So if I'm stamping sentiments onto a strip of card, right, cutting a strip and then trying to stamp it on is a bit of a nightmare, let's be honest. So what I like to do is take a bigger piece of card, and I like to stamp it so that I line it up with the bottom edge of the piece of card. Like that. And I just use the bottom edge of the stamp as a guide, to be honest. You're kind of then hoping that the stamp has been cut nice and straight. If they haven't been there, just take a pair of scissors and straighten that up. I do that quite often, actually. What I have done is pile all that stuff on top of my paper trimmer, which I now need. So let's just move all of that again. I'm so going to have to tidy up, aren't I? Okay, so once I've stamped my sentiment onto the bottom edge, then all I have to do is pop it in. If I haven't quite got it as close to the bottom edge as I would like, I might just take a little strip off there first, and then I'll slide it across until I've decided that I've got a nice sort of even amount top and bottom, because you know me, I like things even. I do like even. Okay, and now I have it on a nice strip. Okay, and then I'm going to trim it up, and it ended up just a little bit wider than the tag. So the tag was, what did I say, 5.2, 2 inches. So we'll make this about 6 centimeters, and then it'll just extend a smidgen either side. Kim's going to go to the cinnamon box and ask for that trimmer back. I have to say, the only thing is that one, I've had it so long and I use it so much, the blade is actually getting a little bit dull in one point. If anybody knows how I can sharpen it, or if I can't and I just have to buy a new one, let me know, because I love that trimmer. I absolutely love it. I'm going to have another quick rummage on the old desk to see if I can find that die. Right, let me get the big shot. Maybe it will just fall out of the big shot, Berkey. What do we think? No, not going to happen. Okay. Big shot. One last quick rummage. Let's have a look. There's so much. I'm so messy. I really am. No, I'm sure it's on here somewhere. Problem is, it's really thin. Oh man, so much stuff. So much. I didn't think it would be that buried though, to be honest with you. Right, okay, no, not turning up. It'll be here somewhere. It will turn up. It'll turn up about 2 seconds after I've said goodbye on the video, won't it? Because that's just typical. Under there. Right, all right. You know I've done it, yeah? Okay. Right then. So here we are. We're going to put that on. We're going to lay that in there. We're going to roll it through, emboss the edge of that. That's really annoying. Okay, now we're going to die cut our saws. So just lining up the die cut nicely into the middle. Okay. Roller it through. Shall I drive around with mine? Boot menders. I've obviously missed something earlier on. What's boot menders? Kim, did I miss a comment before that I haven't seen? Maybe. Right then. There we are. I'm just literally, my eyes are just roving round my desk to see if I can spot it. Just a quick ping and you get that out. There we go. Right then, there's both my saws. I'm going to give up on that. It hasn't, I'm keeping my eyes peeled, but I'm just not seeing it. So, haha, filled my big shop space with stuff. Right, okay. Top of my list is tidying up, okay, I promise. Right then. Sharpening blade. Oh yeah, maybe. Maybe. Don't know, do you think? We don't have traditional sort of boot mender type places like that around here, I don't think. Best we can manage is about Timpson's, I think. So, saw. Okay, for the saw, I just basically wanted it to have a different coloured handle. So all I do is just take my scissors. I've just got my big scissors. You might be better off with a pair of the old snips. But I'm just going to go around with my big scissors and trim off the handle of my saw. Okay, and when I'm happy with that, tiny bit, woo, that was clever, tiny bit of Tombow on the back. And stick that down over the top. Okay, and just take a moment to make sure that the handle, or particularly the hole, I think, all lines up nicely. Okay. Right then, let's see about pulling this tag together. It's a shame I couldn't find that, isn't it? How rubbish. Okay, never mind. So, we have our little sentiment, okay. Just use a bit of tape runner or another little bit of Tombow on the back of there. As usual, I like to line everything up with my grid paper. Oop. So that I know I've got it in a nice straight line and I've got everything sort of even left to right. Okay, that goes on there. So when I've done it originally, I've just stuck it above that embossed border. You've got a hardware sharpener. You're going to see if they will sharpen your kitchen knives. That's probably a good idea. I waved the old knife sharpener thing over mine occasionally, but right. The saw I've stuck on, with a couple of dimensionals. I want to make sure I've got some support up there, to be honest. So I'm actually just using some of the edges like that. And then that just gives you a nice narrow bit to put under that handle part. Okay. This can then go at whatever angle you choose over here. I think I've cut my sentiment strip slightly smaller this time. The other one looks slightly bigger. But that's fine. That's cool. Not a problemo. Right then, and finally for the top of my tag, I've used one of these cute little embellishments with a little twine bow, just to give it a little something. So I just tie a little knot, a little bow like that in the end of my twine. Bring these right down, because this is a manly card, so I've gone for just basic black, but I think we can get away with a bow if we're putting the screw embellishment on it. I don't see why we can't get away with a little bow. It's fine. Okay, to attach that, I'm going to use a glue dot, and what I just do is I pop the glue dot sort of on the bottom basically, and then sort of, because obviously they're too big, and then I just sort of fold them down behind the knot part and give them a bit of a smoosh back there. And then aiming for the middle of my tag, I'm going to stick that on there like so. And then on top of that, I love these embellishments, aren't they cool? These remind me, these could be like stud, you put stud backs on the back of those. Take the glue dot off, put a stud jewellery glue, earring stud to the back, and they'd make really nice earrings, little stud earrings. Right. Well, they all would, to be fair, but I like the little hexagons. So I'm just going to use one of the little screw ones. They come with a glue dot thing on the back, so that's cool. You just stick them straight on. There we go. So tag's all ready to go. I'm going to stick some dimensionals on the back of that, ready to stick on my card. That part's done. So bring back in my card pieces. So I've stuck this so that it lines up over this piece of paper, but you could do it so it came to the edges of the piece of card. That's entirely up to you. Okay, I'm going to be a bit lazy with that. I'm going to go for a bit of tape runner. Okay, so here we go. No idea how high I did it. I think it was about 2 centimetres, about there maybe. Rings a vague bell. Like that. And again, using my grid paper to make sure that I've got it straight. And then I can just go, whoop, cut that bit off. Save that bit for another card. Like that. And then this just sticks on here too. And I throw that tape runner. I put it away, believe it or not. I threw it back in the pot. Wow. Okie doke. Right then. Tombow would work as well. I'm just being a bit lazy today. So that I can see clearly where I'm putting it. Down like that. Almost there. And then this pops on here. Like so. But you know, it's all finished. But do you know what? I think that embossed border makes it. It makes a huge difference. Who would have thought that such a little element as that would make such a difference? How wide was that? What, that piece? About 4 centimetres, that one. But that, I'm sorry guys. Sorry if you disagree perhaps, but I really think that border lifts this card and makes a difference. It really does. Let's bring them up. So we'll have another one of those without. This one or this one. What do you think? Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. I'm going for with, personally. Absolutely. 100%. But now I have 2 guy cards in my stash. Not sure when the next guy birthday is, but I am ready. So that's cool. Marvellous. And I quite often advocate making 2 cards at the same time. You've got all the stuff out. The black base is just 1 sheet of A4 to begin with anyway. Once you've cut the width of that, it's easy to trim off another piece of that. Same for this, same for this. These extra bits, you're talking an extra 2 minutes to make 2. Danielle thinks with as well. Yeah, I think we're going to be in agreement. It does make it. I'll have to find that die, won't I? Oh dear. Right then, so let's spin you back round to get another quick glimpse of the mess as we go round. Get yourselves ready, get yourselves ready. Ooh, round you go. Round you go. Janet says she loves this paper. I love this paper. I do love this paper. I'm far more, let me spin you where, oh, I'm really chop the top of my own head off, look. Give it a little jiggle, come on. Oh, come on. Oh, stupid. Oh, it's all stuck. Oh, I don't know what I've done now. Right. Oh, we're well wonky now. Oh, look at my house. It's gone. Subsidence, that is. I've got subsidence. Just me personally. Oh, don't put your hand there, Valerie. Right. Oh, I love this paper too, Janet. Hello, Janet. Oh, hello. Tell us where you're from. You're a new one. Kim says, ha ha ha, Janet. Maybe Janet knows Kim. Maybe. Let us know where you're from, Janet, and how you found us. So, yeah, the girly papers are nice, but if there's guy papers, I'll go with them every time. I'm not really a girly at all. I'm really not. So I hope you've enjoyed today's card. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you would have done differently, or whether you would just keep it as it is. And that's lovely to know that you like it how I did it. How would you have cased Louise's design? Have you taken part in the Global Design Project Challenges? Check out their blog. Join in. It's great fun. There's no big prizes or anything fancy like that, apart from the kudos of winning. I have been lucky to win a couple of times, which I'm really pleased of, and had a couple of special mentions as well. That's been lovely. But I don't take part for that. I just love the challenges. I love the challenge of coming up with something different and seeing. Sometimes it'll take you out of your comfort zone and you'll make something different. Other times it'll be actually, how can you take something that somebody did? Louise is very girly and there's pink on every card, and I love that about her. How do I take something from her and turn it into my style? How do I make that now my card? Having cased it from her and made it then uniquely mine. So I love that element of it as well. So that's just, I love a challenge. I love a challenge. Speaking of challenges, Baz gave me a little challenge last week. If you watched me live last week, or even if you watched the recording, you might have seen that when I made last week's card, where is it? Is it over there? No, it's over here. Here it is. So when I made last week's card, right, we used this sort of big label thing here. Okay, and so I'd cut the top part of this label, cut this bit off, right? Okay. And Baz said, oh, and I sort of said, oh, chuck it to one side, use it on another project. And knowing that I wouldn't, I'd have just put it in the bin. But Baz was like, that's your challenge for the weekend. She was like, the whole Mission Impossible music going, that's your challenge, is to use that on a card. So I did, right? So look, there's the little bit that I cut off. Okay, so I stuck with the same stamp set and the same colours that I used for the card last week. I stamped one of those little scroll border things onto it just to jazz it up a bit, okay? And then using the same stamps and just a really simple layout, I made a whole other card using that piece, okay? Mary fed back that I shouldn't, wonky was deliberate, which is not me, but the wonky is deliberate. I didn't just slip with the stapler, promise. It is deliberate. And then Mary left a message going, you can't put it wonky. You're going to have to straighten it up and put it in the middle. Which would normally be my position of choice as well, I have to say. So we had good fun last week because I'd made the card slightly differently and we gave our opinions on how I'd made it differently. But then, yeah, I managed to use it. Yay, go me. Cool. So, and I've got another birthday card in my stash. Yay. So, right then. So, oh gosh, 20 to 11 already. The plumber will be coming soon. The boiler's been dripping for about a month. It was one of those ones for a week or two that if we just ignore it, it might stop and go away. No, it didn't. So now the plumber's coming to have a look. Paul kept going into the cupboard. It's not in where the boiler is, it's where the hot water tank is. And Paul kept going in. I was like, don't touch anything. Watching YouTube videos does not make you a plumber. Okay, just don't touch. Leave it alone till the qualified trained man comes. Because he tweaked something, it started dripping faster. I was like, just come away. Lock the door and come away. You are not to touch. Right. So he'll be here soon. So I shall shoot off. So let me think. So we already said final day of celebration. So get your orders in if you haven't already. If you feel like a cheeky order with me, I'd be really grateful. Use the hostess code. I'll send you some goodies. It's also the last day to order for the Crafty Carrot. So if you wanted to put Cake Crazy into your shopping basket as part of your celebration order, okay, we have a whole load of Cake Crazy projects coming up for you in April. Even if you don't fancy that, you can still have all the projects and access to the tutorials anyway, because even if you're not fussed on the stamp set, we share masses of techniques and ideas and all kinds of stuff that you could use with lots of stamp sets in your collection, not just Cake Crazy. So join us for that. What else? My newsletter will be coming out today. I might send it out a smidgen earlier than normal. Normally I send it at 5 o'clock, but just because I want to get those last minute celebration reminders out there, excuse me, I might send it out a little bit earlier. If you want in on my newsletter, I'll pop a link into the top of this post in a few moments once I get it all set up. And you can sign up for my newsletter. You'll get a free tutorial for today's card that comes out every week. I didn't quite get my new exclusive gift bag tutorial ready for this Friday, which I was hoping to. I'm aiming for next week now. But subscribe and you'll get it. So it's up to you. But when I've got it done, I will do it. But this week went a bit haywire on me. Is it just me? It's vanishing. Days, weeks, months, vanishing. Just before my eyes. My life is vanishing before my eyes. It feels like that at the minute. I can't believe it's nearly Easter holidays and my kids have only one term left of year 5 and then they'll be year 6. And how did they get so big when they were so small to start with? And oh, don't stop. I'll cry again. Right. What else did I want to tell you? There was something really important I wanted to tell you and I've forgotten what it was. How frustrating is that? Oh, coming up on the blog next week. There's blog posts all over the weekend, some colour inspiration on the weekend. And then on Monday, I'm back in with the Stamp Review crew. I've had a couple of weeks off from that because I didn't have the stamp sets they were using. So I'm back on. Hi, Mary. We were just talking about you. We were just talking about the wonkiness on this card and how you told me that I should make it straight and put it in the middle. And I was with you. And I've lost it again. What was it? Oh, coming up on the blog. So I'm back in with the Stamp Review crew. It goes out late Sunday night, Monday morning for me, late Sunday night for the Americans, so probably well into Monday for the Australians. And I have another video on that I quickly recorded yesterday. I made a project. I was so pleased with it. I was like, I really should do a video for this. And then I was like, well, just do it then. Just do it. Because I was like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. And I was like, I've got my live tomorrow. I've got assembly. I've got the plumber coming. You know, I was like, just do it. Just get on and do it. What are you waiting for all the time? Christmas. Love Christmas. So I went ahead, I recorded the video, it's edited, it's actually uploaded to YouTube already, but you can't see it because I've kind of got it hidden. And then when I link to it, then you'll be able to see it. So check that out. It's a fun gift card holder. I love how it turned out. It's really cute. more blog posts, hopefully that newsletter subscriber tutorial next week. New things and exciting things coming next week. Build up to on stage. I'm not going, so I will be here next Friday as normal. So if you're not on stage, feel free to drop in and join me. I will be here live at 10 o'clock next Friday morning as usual, lamenting the fact that I'm not on stage with everybody else with a copy of the new annual catalogue in my hot and sticky hands. Okay, I will be sobbing into my tea that I'm missing out and I'm not seeing all the new stuff, but instead I will be here with you guys creating more fabulous projects. So join me for that. Hop back on, check out the blog, check out the Facebook page. I'm also on Instagram, by the way. I'm on Pinterest if you haven't seen me there. I'm on YouTube. A couple of ladies popped on earlier, Danielle and oh, I've forgotten your name. I'm really Jodie said they found me on YouTube via my videos, so pop over there. There's acres of those, and I'm hoping to add new ones all the time. So I will see you in one of those places really soon. Thanks for joining me today. Bye.